how to make your man behave in 21 days.
Hello, my name is Maggie and welcome to the Maggie Talk Show. You want to get inspired? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. That one, so you do not miss any videos. I'll be uploading.
Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about men. I'm going to read for your book. It's called How to Make Your Man Behave in 21 Days, or Less Using the Secrets of Professional Dog Trainer. It's been said in the passing, men are dogs. Well, I believe there is much capital T truth behind this carelessly tossed around bit of wisdom. I should know. I have spent exhaustive years of research and exhausting hours involved in various forms of petting, only to prove and reprove my dog man Zen belief system. So if this is not pleased with the way, if you're not pleased with the way your man is behaving, I suggest you follow the advice of professionals, professional dog trainers, that is. But there, before we begin, let's get acquainted with the easy to fall keys. Here are the keywords: dog equivalent to man, doggy equivalent to man, puppy equivalent to man, mongrel equivalent to man, canine equivalent to man, mutt equivalent to man, pack of dogs equivalent to men, as seen here. Consistently, a dog is nicest, in quotes, when he wants to be fed. Then he becomes all wags and licks. A known trick for keeping a dog on his best behavior is to just fill his bowl halfway, so he is always yearning for more. Same goes for his appetite for affection. Keep him in a constant emotional hunger for you, and he will be more attentive and easier to control. Memorize this very important fact about fight and chase behavior. If your dog is running away from you, the worst thing you can do is chase after him. He will only run faster. Instead, remain calm. Do something interesting to catch his attention. Float, a careful plaything. Act like you're having lots of fun without him. Soon, he will be trotting eagerly back. Be sure to introduce your dog very slowly into various aspects of your life, or else you could inspire some very neurotic, frenzied behavior. For example, he could get distracted and break something. Until trust is built, keep him on a leash. Progressively lengthen it as your trust grows. And if that trust is questioned, advance a choke collar. Note: do not lose the leash until you are completely confident of your established bond. Communicate your love with touch, gentle strokes, and playful petting are positive motivational techniques for instilling good behavior. Always say no clearly, so there is no mistaking what you mean. In time, you should be able to communicate your inner thoughts with a simple look. Never wait to act on punishment. To communicate effectively, you must punish directly after the misbehavior. For example, immediately rub his nose in the mess he's made. No doubt about it, next time he will think twice before giving you shit. From day one, you must seize the leadership role. Remain tough. Never be extra nice to a dog who's misbehaving in hopes of winning him over. You must refuse to pet or play with a disobedient dog, resisting the lure of his puppy dog eye. He will get the hint who is the boss. Remember, puppy love pets. For instance, in those 2 to 3 weeks of getting to know your dog, you might be charmed by the way he wakes you up at 6 a.m. The authentic licking and sobering overcome by desire for you. But chances are, by the 4th week, you will prefer to wait till noon to get a pulse on his love for you. So think ahead. Do not allow frivolous habits to form in those first weeks, or later your dog won't understand why you suddenly don't think it's precious when he starts nuzzling you in front of guests. Dogs are known for begging and panting after things they are not allowed to have. Of course, it's best to keep objects of temptation out of sight, but unfortunately, this is not always possible. Luckily, there is a training technique to discourage wayward behavior. Familiarize your dog with the following equation. Forbidden temptation is equals to intention, emotion, pain. Be consistent with your house rules. You must decide once and for all. Do you or don't you like how protectively he acts whenever anyone visits or even approaches you? And do you or don't you find it adorable when he plays with his food? Don't waver in your opinion, or you lose your authority. And if he doubts your authority even once, he will forever take advantage. Don't make a habit of yelling, or in time he will never listen to anything you say. The most effective method for making a dog to do what you want is still the old-fashioned reward system. First, find out what your dog's favorite treats are. Then promise him one of these treats if he does what he's told. Make sure he begs a lot for it first. Note, the extra begging won't help train him any better, but it's fun to watch. Remember, the force is always be constant about your demands, clear in how you express yourself, confident in your authority, complimentary about good behavior. Never treat aggression with more aggression. You will only aggravate the situation. Always strive for partnership and understanding. Kind of uncanny how the average canine and the average man responds to the same training, isn't it? Well, these shared training techniques work because dog and man have characteristics in common. I believe dog is man's best friend for a very deep psychological reason. Consider the following. Dogs are known for their pack behavior. A dog forced to spend too much time in a captivity with you will suffer greatly. He will whine and bark until he's let out to hang with his pack. Dogs display marked territorial behavior, claiming their perceived space with belongings and scents. Dogs are known for bad peeing habits. Plus, it is difficult to train a dog to put things back where he originally found it. A dog's first greeting involves checking out the other's private parts in order to determine how friendly he wants to be. Long courting periods are not required before he will want to start humping. It is pointless to compete for attention with a dog caught up in a ball game. He is mindless, obese and more. A dog believes there is no much thing as spending too much time catering to one's genitalia. Dogs are not especially known for their grooming skills or cleanliness. A dog is naturally protective. Warning, however, a dog is also known to bite the very hand that feeds him. No matter what a dog's God-given stature, he will tend to think he's bigger than he truly is. Dogs like to eat out of your plate, and no matter how attached he is, a dog will have occasion argue to stray. One of a dog's favorite game is, where can I hide my big bone? Dog catching. Good news. Professional dog trainers believe you can determine from the start if a dog will make a good lifelong companion for you, but only if you ask the right questions up front. So, before you bring that man home with you, make sure you know how you feel about the following. Does size matter? If so, which do you prefer? Giant, large, medium, small, tiny? What are your social needs for the dog? Do you want him to be good with children, reserved with strangers, friendly with everyone, highly protective, just for show purposes? For some, it's not size, but energy level that counts. Do you prefer a dog who is vigorous and rough, playful, gentle and slow, in constant need of exercise? Do you prefer a dog who barks rarely, all the time, only on command? What kind of breeding does the dog have? If possible, meet the dog's mom and get a sense of what she is like. Well-mannered, a yapper, a snob, chances are her offspring will behave similarly. How does the dog interact with other dogs? Is he a leader, an instigator, a loner, dominant, or submissive? In all kindhood, he will manifest the same behavior traits in his relationship with you. How old is the dog? Remember, the older the dog, the harder to train. He's probably already had years of negative reinforcement and is now either spoiled or suffering from neglect. What is your dog's health history like? Unless he's a puppy, you never know where he's been. Play it safe. Have your dog tested by a doctor before you get too close. Doggy styles. Never pick a dog solely on looks or because his particular breed is popular with your friends. Remember, what's most important is the dog's intrinsic personality and the temperament. Basically, there are 5 personality temperament categories to choose from. Select the one that best satisfies your needs and life. The sporting dog requires a lot of daily exercises, is unhappy if kept indoors, gets bored easily, needs lots of attention, likes to play games with you. The working dog is bred to be strong and hearty, has a highly developed sense of property ownership, is very territorial and protective over whoever takes him home, tends to be quiet, independent, and antisocial. The terrier is feisty, persistent, and aggressive, makes a very loyal companion, has a tendency to try to dominate. You should consider how much time and energy you are willing to put into a relationship before you let this demanding kind of dog come home with you. The hound, a hunter by nature, is instinctually driven to chase and to catch nearly anything that moves, has great stamina, tends to be very noisy and playful. The toy dog, bred mainly for show, is quite attention-getting. In appearance, tends to be as loving with others as he is with those who take care of him. Often inspires strangers to want to pet him, usually on the skittish side. Introduction. I know. All this dogman psychology can be quite disturbing, especially if you are a man. But if you are a woman, you should be feeling a sense of hope, because once you understand how an animal thinks, the better you can communicate with him, and the more responsive he will be to your commands. Those of you who wisely apply these dogman psychology tips are guaranteed to see results within 21 days. Soon, your man will be obediently fetching your morning pepper and cappuccino and begging you for more of whatever scraps of affection you care to offer him. Yes, I still wholly believe both dog and man can be a woman's best friend. That is, if the right training and a lot of patience. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this book, How to Make Your Man Behave in 21 Days. Please don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye.